Come to me, Superman. If you dare, I defy you. Come and kneel before Zod. Zod!
That's right.
Come and kneel before Zod.
That's right. Welcome back to the Nerdery. I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And we have a guest with us for the second half this evening.
This is Lewis filling in for Chris.
That's right.
Awesome.
And like I said in the first half, what we're going to do on Slow News Weeks is a new idea I had, and I'm kind of proud of myself for this one.
Well, you should be.
Yeah. We're going to go over a certain superhero. We're going to go through their rogues gallery.
We're going to do a rogues gallery casting call.
That's right.
Fantasy casting of anyone you would put in these villain roles.
That's right. And we're gonna go around the table, one at a time, one villain at a time.
And we really need to watch the phone for this one because I want to see people's comments.
Yeah, I want to see your casting. This would be great.
If you're listening or if you aren't listening, please tell somebody
Tweet,
what we're about to do.
Facebook.
And they can jump in on this because we want some comments.
That's
we
right.
want some interaction here.
All right, so I'm going to start off. We're going to skip that first one that you and I discussed last night. We're going to save that one for probably last. We're going to start with Mitzelplick.
Mitzelplick?
Yes. Lewis doesn't know who Mitzelplick is.
No. Well, first you got to get his name right. I think it's Mixtelspick. I think that's how it was actually stated in the animated series.
Well, it's stated several ways.
Well, that's how Superman got rid of him in the animated series.
To get rid of him, you have to trick him into saying his own name backwards.
Right. And
Rumpelstiltskin much?
Kind of. It's DC's spin on Rumpelstiltskin.
He's an alternate universe character. He comes from
the fifth dimension.
He comes from the fifth dimension.
Got it, Coach.
Trans-dimensional character who has abilities to manipulate. He can manipulate reality.
Yeah.
The reason I'm going to say this, and for the casting, in my opinion, and it's worked well so far. Anytime you've had him in the past 15 years played on any animated, on any video game, anything, it's always been Gilbert Godfrey. And I think he'd be perfect.
I'm going to agree with you on that. Because he
is the voice.
Well, he is the voice. And he himself is actually a man of small stature. Which, I think it's however the hell you say his name anyway. He's proportioned like a standard human, but he's extremely small. He's not microscopic, but
he's a very small guy.
Yeah, but I'm going to agree with you on that one. I'm going to agree. I think he'd do well in the role.
Yeah,
I mean he's a goof.
He's already played.
Well, he's done the voice.
Yeah,
but I've seen his stand up. He's a goof. He loves to goof off and joke around, and that's that villain. He loves to just play. He's a trickster. He's a prankster.
Like the trickster.
The only thing they could do better is find a way to make him float and sparkle.
Yeah.
You sounded like the taxi off of freaking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I tried.
Oh wow!
I tried not to. I'm trying to do my best Gilbert Godfrey here, but only he can do it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he would be perfect for that.
I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
The only thing you'd
what
have
do you
to
think,
do is
Louis?
get him to sign off.
I definitely have to do my research on the character. I got to see what he is. I mean, just hearing from him. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know anybody who's of that stature who is that kind of.
I can tell you this.
I mean, other than the guy who played the Leprechaun.
Patty agrees.
There you go. Okay, thank you, Patty. What I want to say about it is, if you actually are going to read up on this character, you're going to have some fun reading because he always makes the situation interesting.
Well, he's very sporadic in the history. Honestly,
Superman,
if you want a crash course in him, go to the animated series.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Superman has Superman. He negates Superman's powers because he's magical.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's magical.
Superman has a weakness besides kryptonite, and that is magic.
Yeah, magic.
That's right.
So.
All right, moving right along. I'm going to skip two more, and I'm going to go to Hank Henshaw.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Hank Henshaw was Hank Henshaw came just a little bit after Marvel brought out the Fantastic Four. Okay. But Hank Henshaw was DC's spin on it.
Yeah.
He got his abilities pretty much the same way that the Fantastic Four got theirs.
Cosmic radiation,
Hank Henshaw was DCU's Reed Richards.
Yeah, but with adverse effects.
Right.
Reed Richards, it grew and made him and Sue Storm grow closer together, as where Hank Henshaw, he repulsed his wife. And his wife left him and refuses to speak to him and his child. And he lost his entire family.
That sucks.
And up until the reign of Superman in 93, his sole motivation was to die. He didn't want to live that way. However, in Reign of Superman, he saw an opportunity to step in and be the new Superman after Superman's death.
Was he in Justice League? The animated series Justice League?
I don't know.
He may have been.
Are you talking unlimited or regular?
Regular.
Regular Justice League?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
He went in for he can go into fog or acid fog.
No,
that's different.
No, he's
Cyborg Superman.
He's bioorganic. He has biological and organic components.
Okay. Now he does.
Yeah, and
but he can go from he can transfer into any mechanical object.
Well, he's gone back to basically wanting to die. I mean,
yeah.
That's all he ultimately wants. That is his one goal, is to die. He just wants to die, and every time he tries, he's gone to the lengths of destroying star systems to try and kill himself.
Yeah,
and in every situation, there's always just this one bit left of him that regenerates and brings him back.
Sounds like Cell on a bad day.
But the interesting thing, and I told you this when we saw the news on it. Suicide Squad #1, which is out now.
Yeah. The rerun, right?
No, the newest Suicide Squad series, and it is it's Hank Henshaw's on the roster. So what better team for him to be on than the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, definitely.
But who do you think would be best to play him? Now, I think if they did a Cyborg Superman, I think it should be Henry Cavill or whoever they have playing Superman.
Well, yeah, you always want him to play that extra character, and that
especially Cyborg Superman.
Oh yeah, Cyborg
I think for that's a good way to do it because it adds more depth to the actor's ability.
Yes,
and they get out of that one character they're playing and play someone else. So I think that's a good idea. What?
Apparently, Hank Henshaw wins. He is far more emo than Superman.
Yes, yes, Hank Henshaw is far more emo.
I think prior to the reign, if they did something with Hank Henshaw outside of a Cyborg Superman, I think it should be a different actor. Now, my question is, who do you think should play that?
Oh, dude. That's rough, man.
Fuck it, Sam Worthington. Or what the heck's his last name?
What movies?
He did Terminator Salvation. He did.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He did.
Was he the Terminator? The guy who
the bio?
Oh yeah, that guy would be perfect.
I can see that.
He did Attack of the Titans or
Attack.
No. Wrath of the Titans. I know that was.
Oh yeah. He was
Clash of the Titans. He was a Perseus.
Perseus, yes.
Him.
He would be good. That's a good choice
because he can definitely play that role. He has that very, very emotional acting ability, but he also just looks like a very stern individual.
I think Salvation is a good reference.
Yeah, definitely
for that.
Reference.
Wait a minute. Now I have my own idea, and I don't know the actor's name, but he's the one who did the voice of Superman in the animated series. He's an actor. He's been in a ton of stuff.
I definitely need a face.
Well,
because I don't know what he looks like. I know who you're talking about.
We need a phone or a computer we can look this shit up on.
Either him or, I hate to say it, Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Rob Lowe, folks.
Rob Lowe. Wow. That's so insane. It might work.
Yeah.
Rob Lowe is a fucking... I mean, he's diverse.
He's done it all.
All right, and if you want to see him as a deranged character, I mean, you can go back watch Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
Well,
Tommy.
no,
the slightly
Yeah.
deranged villain. That's
No,
him.
I mean watch a lot of the commercials he's been in
yeah.
recently, where he plays
Two
different
versions of himself.
Exactly, he plays different facets of himself. It's crazy. So yeah, I think Rob Lowe's a good choice too.
Yeah.
Wow, that one way out of left field, but he could do it.
Yeah.
He could fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely back Rob Lowe on that one.
Okay. All right. So let's move right along. Darkseid,
Ooh,
Oh man,
Dark
the
Side.
ruler of Apocalypse.
Dominic Purcell. That his name
Who is he?
He played Dracula in Blade Trinity. He also played in Prison Break, and he's currently right now Firestorm.
No, not Firestorm.
Not Firestorm. Fire.
No, Heat Wave.
Heat Wave. Thank you. He's currently Heat
Firestorm
Wave.
is Brandon
He-
Ralph.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Brandon
he's
Ross, my
currently he is
Heat
currently
Wave.
Former
Heat Wave.
Superman.
He is currently Heat Wave on the Flash.
on the Flash.
Now, what's great about that, and a little tidbit of information about
Tim
the Flash.
Daly.
Tim Daly.
Tim, is that a recommendation for Hank Henshaw, or is that a recommendation for Darkseid?
I think that's probably going to be Hank Henshaw.
Because it's somebody who has to be somewhat of big stature. Because you can't just
Darkseid.
I think Dominic Purcell is a good choice. He's shown that he can play many different facets of emotion.
I mean,
He's
for
a big
me-
guy with a lot of acting ability. What I was going to include there, him playing Heat Wave on the Flash.
Oh, Tim Daly is the man who did the voice of Superman in
Yes,
the animated
Tim
series.
Daly.
Thank you,
Oh,
Patty.
okay.
Thank you very much, Patty.
Thank you.
It's always good to have an informed listener.
Yes.
So,
Or it's more easier to look up this stuff.
this
than
is
we
why
are.
we
So
have
yes, that would be for Hank
interaction.
Henshaw.
But yeah, Dominic Purcell, yes, he plays Heat Wave. His character's close friend in the Flash
Yeah.
is Captain Cold, who was
Captain
played
Cold.
by the
Wentworth Pillington.
yes, who was his brother in Prison Break.
Yes, it was.
Which I thought that was great to see those two back together again.
Yeah, but definitely, if you, my recommendation for Dominic Purcell solely is off of Dracula and Blade Trinity.
Because he can play a big, bad
He can play it,
motherfucker.
yes, he can, and he did a very good job of it in Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
He did a very good job of
I
it.
almost forgot about that one.
Oh, what was his name? I want to say it's Jay something. He was in 300. He was the star of 300.
Oh, that's Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler. There you
He
go.
would be a very good choice too.
He's a man of large stature. He's very physically built.
Not nowadays.
I would
definitely.
I would choose him for something else. I mean, he's definitely a great choice for something, but not for Darkseid.
You know
I'm
who
right
I
on
think he
with
would be?
Dominic
Gerard Butler, I think, would make a great Atrocitus. A badass.
Well, that falls
Atrocitus.
into Green Lantern,
That
which
does
would be
fall.
our third installment of Rogue Out.
Sorry about that, but that's just me.
We'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
come
definitely
back
come
to
back
that
to that
later.
later.
I'm going to go against that for Darkseid. I'm down for Dominic Purcell because I think he can play the evil badass.
Okay.
I mean, he's dark. He can play dark. He can play brooding. He can play a methodical character, and that's what Darkseid is.
Darkseid is what Darkseid is.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Darkseid. Darkseid is definitely one of my favorite Superman villains, even though I am not a Superman fan myself. But definitely one of those great standing villains in the DCU that definitely need to read up on, folks.
All right.
I would definitely recommend reading up
Now,
on.
what
Next on the list?
what's next on the list?
That'd be the Eradicator.
The Eradicator.
Now, this is another role that I think would be great for Tim Daly. Great.
Yeah.
Because he has the look. And, Lewis, you look a little confused. The Eradicator originally was built as a Kryptonian weapon. Kind of along the same lines as Doomsday, but a more refined version. However, he was also the failsafe.
The more mechanical version.
He
of
was the
Doomsday.
fail-safe
In case Superman died.
Okay. Superman.
And when Superman did die, in Superman number 75,
Very great
it was
comic.
the Eradicator that stole his body and restored it. And then brought Superman's consciousness back into it. That was the Eradicator. And the Eradicator's whole purpose after the death of the last son of Krypton, was to protect him until he was deemed fit for service again. However, up until the death of Superman, he was one of his greatest enemies.
He was basically the maintenance man.
Yes, once he died.
I've been a maintenance man before.
He was a villain.
I've been a maintenance man before, and you know what? I can tell you the horrors of clogged toilets and and fixing televisions and DVD players, or just finding out that people didn't know what buttons to push.
Yeah,
that's the great stuff.
But I believe that's another role that's perfect for Tim Daly.
Yeah, I would say that's because I've seen him, and he does look like Superman. He does have that. He does have that Clark Kent look,
but not quite
right. So I think Eradicator would be a good choice for him. Yeah, that's not that he would be a good choice for Eradicator, but the other way around. Yeah, you got to throw him in somewhere, and Eradicator's that spot, man. You can fit those shoes.
Now the next one, I have more than one idea on, and it's probably of the Rogues Gallery. He's probably one of the most famous. Doomsday.
Oh,
that's a Doomsday.
That's Ron Perlman.
What?
Fuck yes, I back that.
Really?
I definitely think.
Now, are we talking like brutish, mindless Doomsday that's only destroying, or are we talking about
either way?
Yeah, either way he can pull it off.
Yeah.
He really can.
Ron Perlman.
It's Ron Perlman. He can do it.
The only issue you're going to have is him. He's getting older too.
I think he can still do it if he's still down to play Hellboy.
He's still willing for Hellboy 3. He still wants Hellboy 3.
If he's still down to play Hellboy, I think he can play Doomsday.
It's a matter of production, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so Ron Perlman's not a bad choice, but who would be your second if you couldn't have?
Ooh, my second.
Because I think Ron's like thinking about it, and he's like, man, I need to. That's why he's pushing for Hellboy, because he wants to do it before he can't do it anymore. Because it can be very physically demanding.
Y'all are going to laugh at me.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno.
No, I'm not going to laugh at you at all.
Hell no.
That's a great
That
choice.
is a great one. He's still...
he's larger now than he was last time he competed for Mr. Olympia.
No, I think that would be great.
I think that would be
amazing.
Awesome.
Jumping ship from Marvel and going to DC and playing the guy who... The creature that killed Superman.
Yes.
Which Doomsday holds a very special place in my heart, because that was the timeline or the series that really made me a Superman fan. And that was one of the most iconic DC events that turned me into a Superman fan, was the death of Superman, which later followed, which was the dark reign of Superman. And just knowing that I was sitting there as a 6-year-old literally reading Superman beaten to death. Something that was completely thought impossible at the time.
Well, I think, if you go back and you watch I Love You, Man.
Renee says yes, and...
that'd be Patty.
Patty says she loves Ron Perlman in anything. So,
but if you go back and you watch the...
I'm still waiting for Pacific Rim, too.
Oh, fuck yes. Which that is in the works
Where
right
is my goddamn shoe?
But if you go back and you watch the comedy I Love You, Man, Lou Ferrigno is in it, and the main character is actually trying to sell Lou's house.
Yeah,
but if you look at Lou Ferrigno there...
He's massive.
He's huge.
And you go back and you look at his last competition with for Mr. Olympia, which I...
You've been watching that a lot.
Pumping Iron, yeah. He's bigger than he was there.
Yeah.
He's far bigger lately than he was playing the Hulk. I mean, he's huge now, and I think he'd make a great.
He's still physically able to do it too. He's still very physically able to do it.
Now, if Arnold was still in the condition that he was, I'd say he could play Darkseid or Doomsday. But he's
I
old.
would give Arnold a shot, because look at what he did with Conan.
Yeah.
In Conan the Destroyer.
I'll give him a shot as long as Joel Schumacher isn't directing. So, granted, yes, Arnold was the best part of Batman and Robin. If he ever hears this, I'll say it. He was the best part of Batman and Robin.
Yes, he was. The comedy.
His one-liners made that movie tolerable.
That's right.
So
you're not sending me to the cooler.
Nice to meet you. Everybody, chill.
Mickey Rourke. Now,
Mickey Rourke. Definitely.
Now, there's a certain recommendation I have later on this list.
Mongol.
Yeah.
Mongol.
I think he'd make a great Mongol.
He would make a good Mongol 1 or Mongol 2?
Either
1. Mongol 1.
Mongol 1.
Which, or the next name we have on the list, Solomon Grundy.
Ooh.
Solomon Grundy.
I could see him as a great Solomon Grundy.
I could see Lou Ferrigno as a great Solomon Grundy.
Yeah,
Him too.
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
You know, Lou already playing the Hulk.
Yeah.
Would play the twisted DC version of the Hulk.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy want pants too. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Solomon Grundy want pants too.
So, once again, that's another role that many people could fill.
Oh, yeah.
Let's move right along. Mongol himself.
Rourke, I agree.
Mongol himself. Once again, yeah, I once again something else Lou could play.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing,
or Mickey Rourke.
We're tossing Lou Ferrigno 3 DC roles.
Yeah,
that's insane. And that's just to bring up men of great physical stature and playing DC characters. I don't know how they're going to pull off The Rock playing Black Adam if they're going to hold it back to 2020 whatever. What the fuck?
Honestly, I think Warner Brothers just sees The Rock and thinks you're too big to play Black Adam. Because if you go watch Fast 7, he is unbelievably massive.
No, he's perfect. Black Adam is massive, dude. Captain Marvel, they're massive characters. They're
Captain
beefed up more.
Captain Marvel was not as compared to Black Adam. Shazam or Captain Marvel, whichever one you know him as. I knew him for the longest time.
We'll do Shazam because
Shazam.
It's
Shazam compared to Black Adam was smaller.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but he was smarter.
But he was smarter. But
right.
So for me, Black Adam does need to have that massiveness.
Well, no, I don't think you're going to be able to talk The Rock out of that role.
No,
because he
wants
that.
it. Yeah. I just want to see it sooner.
Now, now, I was one of those people that was actually kind of hoping for
maybe they would
John
let him
Stewart.
age for it. Oh well, John Stewart.
Well, I'll throw some stuff in on that after our little circle.
John Stewart wouldn't be a bad choice for him to play, but we'll
definitely we'll get with that after the fact.
Next on the list, Superboy Prime. Now there is a Superman Prime, but once again, that's a character along with Bizarro and several others that I believe should be played by the same actor who's playing Superman.
Yeah.
Because of the strong,
the
identical physical.
Yeah, you want to have an identical physical resemblance.
Yeah. So just get the same actor to play both parts.
But Superboy Prime, you're looking at a younger character.
Yeah.
So what I would think is we have
who is not Kryptonian.
Yes, he is from a universe where he was the only person in his Earth to develop superpowers, and he was a fan of Superman. He had Superman comic books, and one day he just had the abilities. They came to him, and he was plucked up from that universe or that world to save the DCU in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah,
and it turned out him and the Lex Luthor that were from an alternate Earth were really out to destroy.
Yeah, we're out to destroy.
And remake that universe for their own. And he was nut bars. The boy was nut bars.
Yeah.
He went crazy and became Superboy Prime. He even fitted himself with armor that was fashioned from the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I do remember.
And became more powerful than Superman. So that,
by a great deal.
Yes. So you're looking at a character. An actor that plays that character is going to have to be able to pull out all the stops as far as psychosis.
Patty says John Hamm.
John Hamm, that's a really good one for what character?
Yeah. Patty, hit us back.
Now, you know who I'm going to go and say for Super Bowl Prime? Kalen Lutz.
Who?
Kalen Lutz, he was in the second Hercules movie a few years back. That kind of went hand in hand with that was kind of doing the Hercules.
I haven't seen that.
He was also if you've seen Expendables 3, he was in Expendables 3. He was also in Twilight as one of the main vampires.
You got it. Yeah. So okay.
Give me 1 second.
Patty says any Superman type looking character.
Give me 1 sec.
Let's see.
John Hamm is any Superman type character?
Yeah, Superman looking type character.
But how old is John Hamm? Because we're looking at Superboy Prime is
Adolescent.
Late
teens,
he's
early
late
20s.
teens, early 20s. So yeah, John Hamm might be a choice for some other.
I think he would be a
Superman
great cyborg Superman.
That's another choice for Hank Henshaw. That is Cyborg Superman. So yeah, okay, we've got another one. John Hamm is Cyborg Superman.
I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm going to throw this one out there, and I still to this day I have not seen any of the Twilight movies, but I have seen another movie by him. The kid who played the wolf, the werewolf guy from Twilight.
God dang it!
If you're listening, you know who I'm talking about. He did another movie about.
That's Kalen Lentz.
I could see him as Superboy Prime.
Okay, yeah. He's
Taylor Lautner.
When was he?
That's his name.
Yes,
Taylor Lautner.
I could see him playing Superboy Prime. He'd have to really bulk up for the role, but I believe that he would. I saw another movie with him. Basically, he plays a robber who does parkour to get away.
Parkour.
He escapes completely on foot, and it's actually a great movie. And that seeing him play something other than the teen tween heartthrob emo stuff, seeing him in that role, I'm convinced of his acting chops.
Now,
yes, Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
Thank you,
now,
Patty.
Back to Dark Side. How about Randy Couture?
Yes.
As who?
As Dark Side. Randy Couture.
Randy Couture?
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice.
Not at all.
He's somewhat... Dark Side was always a little bit shorter, but he had the stature. Randy Couture has definitely been...
I would say Randy Couture and Dominic Purcell, that's a good 50-50 there.
Yeah.
Between those two, I would take it. Either way.
Now, I'm going to go back a step, and the two that I had skipped. Now, that number one I'm saving for last. The two that I skipped was Metallo and Parasite. Now, we're currently watching Iron Man 3.
Yes.
And I believe Guy Pearce could play either one of those roles spot on. If you haven't seen his smaller movies, he is fantastic.
You know what? I'm down for Guy Pearce as Metallo. I am down for it.
He would be a great Metallo.
Right?
Now,
I think he'd make a great John Corbin.
Now, what you said outside for Parasite was Norman Reedus.
Yes, I did.
I went for the inverse. You said you wanted Norman Reedus. I said, you know what? Forget it. I'll go Walking Dead, but I'll go further. I will say Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker was definitely... I'll definitely back either one of those. I mean, seeing Michael Rooker as Yondu and seeing...
Yeah, I could see him as Parasite as a very dark and twisted Parasite.
Yes.
And I think that'd be great.
And Parasite has the power to absorb the energy of whatever he touches.
So Superman is his ideal feast. That is his biggest delicacy.
That's all he wants is to feast.
That's all he wants is to feast on Superman.
But yes, Guy Pearce, he'd make a great Metallo. If you've seen Iron Man 3, that's a very emotionally twisted character.
Yeah.
Which is John Corbin to a T.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, that character
John Corbin is powered by a mechanical kryptonite heart.
Yep, kryptonite.
Thank you, LexCorp.
Yes. And Star Labs.
Yeah, Star Labs.
For giving us both of those villains.
Yeah.
LexCorp and Star Labs gave us both Metallo and Parasite.
Which you see echoes of LexCorp in Man of Steel.
Yes.
If you watch the Flash TV series, which won't be canon to the DCU cinematic universe, but you do see echoes of Star.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Are they still trying to cross the Flash? I mean, are they still leaving that up in the air?
Now, Gotham is completely autonomous.
Yeah.
It's all by
it's
itself.
its own thing.
Yeah,
However, the Flash, yes, is same universe as Arrow.
Yes.
Arrow, also same universe as the upcoming Supergirl. But they have not stated that those will not be in continuity with the cinematic universe.
Okay, well, that means that they would have to either use a different Flash
which has been casted.
So that
or from a different time,
different timeline.
No, same timeline, just a different point on the line.
So
different universe.
Never put anything past DC and Warner Brothers.
Where you have the Flash in the TV show is Barry Allen. You might have
it's going to be Wally.
You might have Wally.
Yeah, Wally
as the.
No, he is going to be the cinematic.
Folks,
Wally West is going to be the cinematic.
Yeah.
Shit!
He's going to be
this
the
is
cinematic.
cool.
The cinematic.
Okay.
Flash.
So that's awesome. So
now,
you have
my
two
question is:
speedsters.
Are we going to see the Mercury helmet?
It would definitely be great to see it.
Well, no, that was Jay Garrick.
It was Jay Garrick.
That's Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick would be an awesome choice. I don't know if they want. I think Jay Garrick would be great, but I don't think it would fit with the image.
I think if they did Jay Garrick, they have to answer on the Green Lantern side with Alan Scott.
Yeah.
And then if they do that, well, of course you got to bring in Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Yeah,
but
Hawkman
if
and
they
Hawkgirl.
do Alan Scott as the Green Lantern, they don't have to do the core.
That's right.
Yeah,
They don't have
stands
to go
alone.
that far. So.
Well, hey, we're getting off topic here. All right, so we got our Metallo and Parasite. Now, one of my all-time favorites is Brainiac.
Oh.
Now, I personally would love to see Ben Kingsley
I would too.
play that role. Or,
I mean,
one of my favorites is an impossibility because he's already been cast in the DC Cinematic Universe, and that's Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Which we've discussed that several
Jeremy
times.
Jeremy Irons is going to be Alfred in
That's
the
right.
new Batman
Universe
vs.
of Batman,
Superman.
Superman.
Dawn
He's
of
already
Justice.
going to be in it. He's
So-
already in the DCCU. But he is my ideal first pick. My second pick, Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Because, once again, harkening back to Iron Man 3, that's the whole reason I picked this movie.
Well,
it's Guy Pearce
As we
and Ben Kingsley.
as we stated outside there, Brainiac has gone through many iterations.
many different variations.
And do you want a beefed up Brainiac? Do you want?
I want it to coincide with the current DCCU, where they're touching on all the darker sides of the DC universe.
I would think Ben Kingsley can get there.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
definitely. And for those of you who aren't aware, his contract with Marvel is movie by movie basis. Mm-hmm. He does not have a continuing contract with Marvel. He could walk at any point.
Yeah, so he can easily.
He did All Hail to the King, and then prior to that, he did Iron Man 3, which were two completely separate contracts.
If you watch that short, Kevin Slattery, he gets abruptly grabbed up at the end, so you don't know what happens to him.
Yeah.
All you know is the Mandarin has him.
Yes.
Now you know who I'm going to put in for the Brainiac is the guy who they got to play Baron von Strucker in Age of Ultron. That guy has played some very intelligent, very dark roles before. I can't think of anything
Matrix.
anything before. Well, no, he wasn't in Matrix.
What are we talking about?
He wasn't in Matrix.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Hold on.
Yeah, fucking throw Udo Kier in there. That guy's a weirdo.
I'm really going to push hard on the Ben Kingsley. I mean, I don't see him returning to the MCU.
You know what? Fuck it. Just make a Superman movie directed by, and you're gonna immediately say no because I already said no earlier. But
I swear to God, if you say Sam Raimi, I'm going to
no,
kill
not
you.
Sam Raimi. Even worse.
God.
I already said his fucking name. Batman and Robin. Batman Forever.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just no.
If you make a Superman movie directed by fucking
What?
what's his name? The director of Batman and Robin.
God. Jerry Schumacher.
Joel Schumacher.
Joel Schumacher.
If you take Joel Schumacher, let him direct a Superman movie, cast Nicolas Cage as Superman, and then have Udo Kier as fucking Brainiac, I'd go see it just to see the sheer insanity.
Oh my God.
The actor that I was putting in for the Brainiac was Thomas Kretschmann. Don't take me on that.
Let me see.
He's this guy. As Brainiac.
Okay.
Sam Raimi for president? No.
I don't know about all that.
What? Okay, look.
No, now
Sam
you're
Raimi-
thinking of the Evil Dead work that he did.
And Spider-Man.
Yep, and Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man is the whole reason I can't put any stock behind him.
He did Spider-Man. Not amazing, not spectacular, not web of. He did Spider-Man.
Yes,
And he
three
did-
of them.
Look, they were quirky. I think if the studio hadn't pushed him in certain directions, I think that series would have gone great. I
Oh,
think.
no, they gave him free reign.
Ah, fuck, man. He screwed it all up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Sam Raimi should stick with what works, man. So,
yeah, comedy horror.
yeah, definitely. Although I liked seeing echoes of his comedy horror background.
Oh, he did Drag Me to Hell.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
I know you've seen King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong.
No.
No.
I have.
He was the captain. Captain of the boat that took him to Skull Island.
You know how long it's been since I've seen that movie?
It was a freaking reference, okay?
But that guy, okay. But I'm still going with Ben Kingsley. Sorry.
Yeah, he'd just be too great for the role. I mean, you see him as the faux Mandarin, and God, he's just so twisted.
Yeah,
But he's
he
not
is.
really even
But
him.
Yeah.
It's not even him.
There's some other people that'd be great. Once again, Jeremy Irons is my first.
All right. So we've gone pretty far, but do you have any more?
I couldn't think of any more major villains
Was
off
that
the
the
top
one?
of my head.
Okay, so Brainiac was the one you were sandbagging with.
Yes, that was
Okay.
the one I was really sandbagging. And I know there's a ton of other people that could play him. The guy who played Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer played him in Smallville.
Chris Masterson?
Masterson?
Yeah, Masterson.
Yeah, he's the one who played Brainiac in Smallville
I
and
bet
didn't do a
Renee's
bad
gonna
job.
fucking
I need to
shine on that
rewatch
one.
Smallville. It's been too long.
Now,
Hey,
honestly,
hold on. Hey, there's some joy in Drag Me to Hell, ha ha ha. Okay, old Sam Raimi. There you go.
Yeah,
There you
older
go.
Sam Raimi.
who is the name of the guy who actually played Lex in Smallville? Rosenberg.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Not Rosenberg.
Rosenbaum.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe he'd make a great, excellent
Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Yeah, he
would.
And that would fall right into Warner Brother DCCU, just
Well,
right
that-
into what they
yeah,
do.
that's what
Honoring
they
their
do.
old series
Yeah.
with old actors and new
Yeah.
parts.
Definitely.
You
That'd
know,
be awesome.
I mean, what you had?
Michael Rosenbaum.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
He actually started out in comedy.
That's right.
Yeah, he did.
That's right. With what was it? Sorority Boys.
Yeah,
Yes,
Sorority Boys.
Sorority Boys.
Yes.
God, that was freaking.
That's
It's like a Wookiee.
actually before that, Pool Hall Hustlers or Pool Hall Junkies.
Pool Hall
Junkies.
Yes,
Yeah, Junkies.
And for me, going back, the first thing I saw him on was Smallville. To go back and watch Sorority Boys or Pool Hall Junkies, I'm like, dude, he has hair.
Yeah.
That looks weird. Well, I've spent 10 years watching him bald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Renee
Well-
chimed in with James
James Masterson.
Marsters. Marsters.
Monster.
James Marsters. She knows the character.
Well, running low on batteries and running very short on time. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to call it an evening.
Whoa! What about a shout out, sir?
All right, well, I'm going to get through this real quick because there ain't a whole lot of battery left in that microphone over
Hurry
there.
up. Hurry
All
up.
right, huge shout out to Southern Vapors and huge shout out to Derek and Steven over there. New flavors out, just saying. The orange dreamsicle, I'm just finished
Oh, it's
vaping on it.
delicious.
It's
Oh, it's
absolutely
delicious.
delicious. Go give them a shout. They're
It's a
located at 322
dreamsicle.
East Texas Avenue. And another shout out to All Star over there in Baytown. They're now located across the street from the San Jacinto Mall on Garth Road
Thank
in the
God.
Brew Wings parking lot. They're right there in the back in a huge location there. Oh, soon be opening a new location in Humble. So keep an eye out on those guys.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to all our
Go
supporters.
get you some
all you
wings.
for listening.
Go get you some wings, wash your hands, and then go get you some comics.
That's right.
Wash your hands.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
thank you for listening to us. Be sure to tune in next week. Keep an eye on the website. Don't forget, listen often, share often, and like often.
And turn the page.
That's right. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week.